This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, a young Ngāi Tahu man who set off on his OE 183 years ago has finally returned home to Otago. South Island soldiers were tested to their physical and mental limits during an 18-hour skill at arms test over the weekend. And 2 southern right whales were spotted in the Otago Harbour this weekend, and the mother and calf entertained crowds. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. A young Ngāi Tahu man who set off on his OE 183 years ago has finally returned home to Otago. A portrait of Chief Ate, drawn in Sydney by German artist Charles Rodus, has been purchased by Dunedin's Hocken Library, and while it fetched a hefty price at auction, Hocken staff say it's well worth it.
Finally home after nearly 2 centuries, this portrait of a Ngāi Tahu man arriving at Dunedin's Hocken Archives. It's the work of German artist Charles Rodius, who produced the image of the person he called Ate, while the young chief had somehow managed to make his way to Australia back in 1835. Member of the Otakaurunanga Tuari Pōtiki says it's as if he's returned home.
There was that bit of history not lost to us, but you know, that image was, and given that he was from Otago, coming back here to this land, you know, closer to us, it's a big deal.
Hocken librarian Sharon Dell says despite the $150,000 price tag they paid at auction, it's important to have the portrait back in the Ngāi Tahu man's hometown.
When I was sitting in the sale room and the bids were going up and up, that I knew it was a high price to pay. But I really felt that if we had stopped and hadn't secured it, the lingering long disappointment for people here and for us would be harder to bear.
Pōtiki says people can now view the portrait close up and take in the drawing's subtle details.
I didn't realise before until I just looked at it now that the moko is blue. He's done it in blue ink and the rest of it's black, so it pops out.
Plans are already underway to search available records and help find the identity of the portrait subject. In Dunedin for The South Today.
A homicide inquiry has been launched after a 41-year-old man was found stabbed in Greymouth early today. The victim, who was found on Cowper Street, was taken to nearby Grey Base Hospital about 2 a.m. but died shortly afterwards. A 17-year-old youth, described by police as a person of interest, has been assisting police with their inquiries, although no charges have been laid as yet. Police say the investigation is in hand, but are calling for public sightings of a late 1990s red Toyota Corolla car seen in Greymouth earlier today. They're also keen to speak to anyone that may have witnessed a male dressed in dark clothing walking on Sid's Road near Coal Creek, just east of Greymouth. Soldiers from all over the South Island had to draw on their physical and mental reserves during an exhaustive 18-hour long skill at arms test undertaken by the New Zealand Army in Dunedin over the weekend. Designed to test their soldiering skills and military knowledge, the competition saw 45 Reserve Force soldiers from Otago, Southland and Christchurch striving to complete a variety of challenging tasks in just one day.
Starting at 4:30 in the morning, these soldiers faced a series of gruelling physical trials. Then, when their bodies were tired, the exercise controllers started challenging their minds, testing them on their knowledge of the Army, the weapons they use and their radio skills. Organiser Captain Duncan McEwen says the competition allows the unit to see where their soldiers are at performance-wise.
Well, it's what we exist to do. You know, we're here to feed regular force units and to provide support when they are deployed. And so we need to have a higher level as possible of soldier skills at individual and section level so that it enables our people to step up into those roles as required.
Testing their ability to perform and think under pressure, the soldiers also tackled a variety of tactical tests deep in the bush in Waitari after a route march that stretched tired muscles.
I haven't packed much in quite some time, so I did find it semi-difficult, but with the team, everyone behind me, you know, it was a great time. Everyone's supporting each other, and that's what the Army's all about.
Troops see the competition as both a physical and mental challenge and an opportunity to test their boundaries as soldiers. Lance Corporal Joshua Jacobs from Christchurch says it's a good team building exercise, reinforcing the skills they have been learning.
It's been pretty good. It's definitely good team building, reinforcing the skills that we've been practicing at night parades and other training activities. So yeah, it's good to see that those skills are being transitioned to a more competitive environment.
A section made up of soldiers from Dunedin, Invercargill and Cromwell eventually won the exhausting competition, which many found extremely challenging but very enjoyable. In Dunedin, The South Today.
Scottish Secretary David Mundell is set to visit Dunedin this week as part of a nationwide tour promoting Scottish exports and seeking to strengthen diplomatic ties. The visit comes as the UK looks beyond its exit from the European Union. Mundell will meet senior government ministers and business leaders and says the two countries can learn from each other in areas such as agritech and tourism. He says the visit will also be a great opportunity to promote Scotland's world-leading exports such as whisky. While in New Zealand, Mundell will visit Wellington, Christchurch and Dunedin, among other centres. On the itinerary is a discussion about education links between the University of Otago and Scottish institutions. Two southern right whales have been spotted in Otago Harbour this weekend. The mother and calf were first seen near Deborah Bay, just past Port Chalmers on Saturday afternoon, and were in the harbour again yesterday. Any spare section of road or grass between Kerry's Bay and Pulling Point was taken with parked cars and onlookers, memorised by the rare visitors to the harbour on Saturday. Those lucky enough to have a boat or yacht at their disposal were given a close encounter with the giant mammals as they swam about 300 metres from shore. The sighting comes just weeks after a humpback whale was spotted in the same area. Royal Albatross Centre Operations Manager Chris McCormack says whale sightings have become more frequent in the past years, with both humpbacks and southern right whales the most commonly seen. Still to come on The South Today, we check in as a South Dunedin institution calls time, and champion New Zealand reinsman Dexter Dunn is set to help make America great again.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysPlumbing.co.nz. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
Being a big softie takes training. I've gone to great lengths to become even softer while still being strong and reliable. The new me is bigger and softer than ever. Cotton Soft. Softness and strength you can trust.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wooden Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676. Join us as we reveal what people keep behind garage doors. Sponsored by Garrador Dunedin and Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. South Dunedin institution Hefts Hotel poured its last pints and publican Stephen Clark went down with the ship yesterday after it was ordered shut by the licensing authorities. The Alcohol Regulatory and Licensing Authority cancelled Hefts Hotel on licence and Clark's manager's licence following a hearing last month. Several police officers visited about 3 p.m. yesterday but left without incident. Mr. Clark says he considers his regulars friends rather than customers and worries there will no longer be an affordable pub for South Dunedin locals to socialise in comfort. He says 6 people living upstairs at the hotel had yet to find alternative accommodation. Hundreds of mourners converged on Wanaka Airport today for the funeral of Matthew Wallace, who was killed in a helicopter crash on Lake Wanaka on July the 21st. The funeral in the hangar of the Wallace family business, Alpine Helicopters, was underway at 2 p.m. and was officiated by Reverend Damon Plimmer. About 1,400 seats were laid out for mourners. People were welcomed by Matthew Wallace's uncle, Sandy Hazeldine. There were tributes from family, including Matthew's brothers, Toby, Jonathan and Nick, along with his wife, Alice Wallace. After the funeral, Matthew Wallace's body was carried to a helicopter which flew in a fleet of 5 to various places in Mount Aspiring National Park. The helicopters were flown by Matthew's brothers and friends. Champion New Zealand reinsman Dexter Dunn is set to help make America great again. He's just days away from flying back to New Jersey, where he'll base himself for the next 2 months to further his international driving career.
Late on the scene, Eden Creek Chief of Staff. Chief of Staff will hold on.
Yet another win for champion reinsman Dexter Dunn as he drives Chief of Staff past the finish line at Sunday's harness racing meeting in Oamaru. He's pleased to finally have his tickets booked for more harness racing action in the US after visa confusion delayed his trip by more than 6 weeks.
It's been pretty exciting time, and then obviously the delay, so good to finally get it and be able to go there and get some warm weather and racing.
Dunn's US trip will now only be for 2 months, but it is seen as a good opportunity for him to further his experience with North American harness racing.
Yeah, give me a kickstart, I guess, and then hopefully just pick up some other drives, but only going for a couple of months, probably won't be able to get a whole heap achieved in that time, but it'll still be exciting to be up there.
Dunn's latest harness racing season was cut short after he went on a trip to the US last year, where he won 2 races and gained 7 placings.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really happy with the season. Sort of missed the first couple of months of it, Johnny. So topped off by a good Jules win by Pat's Light, and then that win the last weekend in Brisbane as well. So yeah, it's been a good season.
Dunn is set to leave for North America after this week's racing. Johnny Turner for the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, a Dunedin designer takes out a Southern Fashion Award, and we have a look at tomorrow's weather, so stay with us.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleys.plumbing.co.nz.
Locally owned and operated Roslyn Mowers and Heating are warming up for winter with a range of Massport wood fires. For obligation-free installation quotes, sales, building consent assistance, and after-sales service and parts. That's Roslyn Mowers and Heating.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Join us as we reveal what people keep behind garage doors. Sponsored by Garrador Dunedin and Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Thanks for staying with us. A hairstylist by trade, but with a burning passion for fashion, Dunedin's Vicky Taylor-Blair has won top honours at the 30th Hokanui Fashion Awards in Gore. Taylor-Blair won the Matara Licensing Trust Award of Excellence for her entry in the Open Night Life section, which she also won earlier in the evening. The cream garment with intricate flowers along the front and long-stemmed pink gloves was a hit with the audience. As she was named the winner on Saturday night, her friends gave a deafening cheer as she made her way down the catwalk with her design worn by a model at her side. Parents, pupils, school friends and teachers of Mayfield School have been busy planting native shrubs in a once disused part of the Canterbury School. Volunteers prepared an area behind the school buildings, laying down bark and creating paths using stones gathered from local farms. The garden's design was planned out a few weeks ago, ahead of the planting which took place recently. Mayfield school teacher Anna Vo says Dale Smith of Smithsgate's Landscaping has been a huge help. And time now for a look at tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman.
Hello Melissa, how are you?
I'm good.
Got an interesting story which will probably lead with tomorrow about changing housing demographics in the North End. Quite a few student flats are being bought by first home buyers, so it kind of changes the game, I guess, in terms of where students may go. I'm trying to find some students to talk about if it's difficult to find flats. So that's quite interesting. I mean, Dunedin is such a popular place at the moment for house buyers. Was it like 15 days was the average we had the other
and then
week?
some were 13 as well.
I know. So that's quite interesting. That's real demographic change in that part of town. We've got coverage of the Matthew Wallace funeral today in Wanaka. 1,500 people were there for that, and Stephen Jackery was there taking some photos. So that's a sad day for the town there.
Yeah, they've been such an important family in Wanaka.
That's right, huge part of the community there. We've got a 17-year-old John McGlashan student, James Birchall, has won a ballet scholarship to the Vitacha Vocational School of Dance in Houston, Texas. So we've got a lovely photo of him, which will probably go on the front page as well. And we've all been waiting for this to happen, I guess. Plastic bags at supermarkets being phased out. Countdown has announced today that August the 13th will be the last day in Otago and Southland that you can use plastic bags. I mean, a lot of us have got those other bags now, but how many times have you left them in the back of the car?
I constantly leave mine in the bag, so I've started juggling it and taking boxes. But after being in a country where you see rivers filled with bags, it's time for a change.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
And just briefly, I mentioned the page 2 column tomorrow. I finally got up to Mount Cargill after all those stories we had on it. I went up with Andrew Morrison, colleague, just down there at the ADT, and wow, it was just incredible, and it was so windy, it was quite freaky. So you can read about that on page 2 tomorrow.
I know, because you've been waiting quite a while to get up there.
Oh yeah, it was great, but yeah, it's pretty exposed up there, that's for sure.
Lovely, thank you. And you can read all about that in tomorrow's ODT. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MolMap.
Beginning with tonight's southern view taken of Helensburgh Road at dawn. Looking at the situation, a showery week ahead as westerly airflow prevails, but not too cold and some sunny periods at times also. Beginning on the northwest of the island, Greymouth and Westport are both expecting highs of 12 to 13 degrees and can expect heavy rain to continue with some thunder later in the day. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim will be fine with high cloud and light winds, with temperatures ranging from 13 to 16 degrees. Moving down towards Canterbury, Kaikoura, Christchurch and Ashburton can expect high cloud and gusty northerlies with temperatures ranging from 15 to 17 degrees. Heading to the south, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can all expect westerlies with showers and a high of 11 degrees. Across to central Otago, in Alexandra, Queenstown, Tiana and Wanaka, northwesterlies prevail, bringing showers with highs between 11 and 13 degrees. And up to northern Otago. On the coast, Oamaru and Timaru can expect increasing northerlies and high cloud with 13 degrees, while inland those in Amarama and Twizel should plan for fresh northwesterlies with a high of 11. Here in Dunedin, it should be fine tonight with northerly breezes and an overnight low of 7. Tomorrow morning, cloudy skies with moderate to fresh west to northwest winds should bring a few sunny periods. However, a few light showers may develop during the afternoon, capping tomorrow's temperature at 12. And it's going to get colder tomorrow with frequent showers and strong gusty southwesterlies. And in Invercargill tonight, we are looking at showers with fresh westerlies, which will bring an overnight low of 6 degrees. Tomorrow, expect those showers to ease with sunny periods increasing during the day and moderate westerlies. Heavier showers will develop tomorrow night for a high of 10. Cloud increasing with an overnight low of 6, and expect a high on Wednesday of 11 and a low of 7. That's our news for this Monday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. For full stories, check out www.odt.co.nz. Have a great evening, take care, ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.